As I'm
Mhm.
studying for my residential right now, I am feeling overwhelmed on what I should be like. I'm reviewing the videos right now, but I also printed out there's important topics, and then there's also Unit 1 to Unit 9. You guys have PDFs for like the important information in each unit. So I printed those ones out because I just like to print everything out and just like write while I'm listening to you. So it like could you just maybe give me some direction on like what to like how to go about it? Just because like I know that there's so much information that I need to that I need to know, but I also don't know how much information is too much information, I guess. I don't know. I just feel
Okay.
like you know what I mean? So if you could just like maybe I don't know if that helps others too that are in the same boat as me, but I'm just really trying to focus on like, the important topics that you have mentioned. And as well, I did speak to Danielle too, and she also said like any questions that pop up, you can just let us know. But while I'm doing like the unit exams and stuff, like I'm doing well, but it's just I'm not really sure how much I should be studying before I go write my exam because I'm planning on writing it this month, but I'm just scared to like book it, to be honest, because I don't know if I'm going to know all the information. You know what I mean? So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could just help me
Okay.
there.
Sure. Okay. This is how I would prepare before going to write the exam. So, first, of course, you need to finish your course 100%. So, once that is done, you would send us an email saying that the course is completed and could we add the exam prep material to your dashboard, at which point we would authorize you for the exam and give you access to the exam prep materials, which is basically our study guide. So, in the study guide, there are summarized notes and there are additional quizzes. So I would do both of those. So the summarized notes, basically, there's only 180 pages, I want to say. It's not like 1,000 pages, right? It is
It's
more. It is quite
145,
condensed.
145 with the
145.
review
Okay, even
topics. Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
So I would go through those 145 pages. So basically, they're not all in one. So it is split up by the unit. So I would go through the summarized notes for the unit and I would do the unit quizzes. And then once all of that is done, the 9 units are done, then I would look at the important topics. There's a slide deck for the important topics, and there are 2 review videos that I walk you through the important topics. I would
Correct.
do
Yeah.
those. That's under the
So the
exam prep
review, so the
section.
review topics, am I focusing on like looking at the review topic slide more than the specific unit PDFs that you guys have?
I would. Yeah.
Or okay,
That
okay, so
condenses
review
it,
that.
right?
Okay,
Yeah, so we're kind of narrowing it down. So we start with reviewing the notes from the units and doing the quizzes. Then we go down to narrow it even further with the important topics. However, those things have changed now with the recent changes, and that's why we have added extra videos to the exam prep session or section, sorry, where the buyer representation agreement, seller representation agreement. So in those videos, I go through specific things that are related to those. So there's a lot of focus on the exam around those topics, negotiations, and so forth. So I cover that. So go through buyer's representation agreement, seller representation agreement, and I will touch on different things when I go through those. So I would really pay attention to those videos, like we talk about conditions and deposits and attached goods, unattached goods, those type of things, negotiations. And so basically, we've added a bunch of videos. I would really go through those and then do the mock exams. We'll be adding some more mock exams. I would do those. If you want, you can do RECA mock exam. So, and then go write the exam. Like I would not sweat it too much.
okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. I just wasn't sure because I did print out like the each unit that you have summarized from the study
Okay.
guide. And
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if I should focus on like each unit that you guys have gave, or should I just focus on the review topics of the 145 pages? That's what I was just confused about because
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like I wasn't sure if I should
Mhm.
focus more on like each unit that you recommend or if you just recommend like doing the videos with the important topics that you have before the review videos, the 2 review videos.
Yeah, I would go like I would take the top down approach. I would do the summarized notes, quizzes, then review the important topic videos, and then do these extra videos that we have recently added. I would really focus on those extra videos that we have recently added. and they go with the important topics. And now, once I'm done with the mock test and stuff, I'm going to go back and re-look at the important topics. But the two together will cover 95% of the stuff.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then also in preparing for the exam, I would think one step further than what the concept is talking about. And that's why we have added those extra videos, because and I've tried to take you guys a little bit further than the concept. So for example, Dabur Act is a concept that we need to apply, but then I wouldn't just stop there. I would look at the practical implementation of that, which would basically be a scenario. Somebody has a house, right? And they are married, house is under one spouse's name, that spouse dies, what happens, like scenario. I would focus on really the practical side of it.
So
And
what if,
then also like
sorry.
look around. So this is a like this is for everybody, right? So start paying attention to how you see realtors doing stuff. Like just have some situational awareness. How do you see realtors around you marketing properties, right? What are they writing in the description? So for fundamentals, like the description, how are you marketing the property? If the property has amenities, so that should be targeted towards people with families, right? For example, or the other way around. So if somebody has a property in a family neighborhood, you're not talking about the views, right? I mean, they're okay, but the more focus will be on the closeness of the amenities, closeness of the school, closeness of the buses, the closeness of community center. Those are the things you're marketing towards. You're not saying how great the views are from the bedroom or whatever. We don't care. What parents would care more about would be how close is the school, how close are their activities, how close is the community center. So kind of start thinking through those things, like as you're in your day to day, and that will make a big difference as well. I would focus on advertising, and this goes for everybody, like what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. And we've added those topics in there. So just make sure that anything that I'm saying in those videos is important, period.